All right, trigonometry. This is 5.2, example 3, verifying. So now, when we were doing this yesterday, I specifically said, yesterday's problems we were just looking at one side and then trying to make the other one actually look like it. This one, we're going to look at both sides, or try to look at both sides. Okay? So, first thing I need to always do is trying to translate my trigonometry into algebra. Translate the trigonometry into algebra. Okay, what is tangent going to be?
Y over x.
Y over x, very good. Y over x minus,
Reciprocal.
which is
X over y.
x over y, very good. Now, is everyone okay with doing this? Or are we still getting lost with what each one represents? Okay, it's on the unit circle. Remember, yeah, if you take out your unit circle, it's in the upper right-hand corner. It's in the upper right-hand corner. Okay? So, if you have that, I gave you guys new unit circles, right?
No.
No, the people that needed them.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you need one, Jordy?
Yeah, because
It's on the microwave.
the microwave.
So if you are struggling with your X, Y's, and R's and all that other stuff, okay, that's a good thing right there, having that one out in front of you so you don't mess that one up. Dang it, they're always going to try and call me. I'm recording, yo. All right, so getting back to this, right? And all this right here is going to be over sine, cosine, right? So sine is
Y.
y, or y over 1, right?
So y.
Times cosine, which is x. Now, why am I not writing over 1 for these?
Because they can be effective.
Yeah, they're both over 1, aren't they?
Yeah, it makes it more complicated.
Yeah, they're both over 1, and I don't actually need that part there. I need it for the top, but not the bottom, because when I'm dealing with fraction and fraction, I need the over 1. But on this one, I'm not going to need it.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes?
So if there's, you know, sine and cosine, if there was just sine, would you still write the one and then the
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But it is implied, so when I actually do some other stuff in a minute, you'll see.
Okay.
So okay, let's put it here just in case. So it is implied, right? So it's over 1, right? Right? Both of them are over 1. Because 1 times 1 is 1, right?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to take a look at the other side. The other side of this is secant squared.
1 over x.
Right? Secant is 1 over x. Yes? But this one's going to be squared, so it's going to be x squared, right? Okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you turn the fan on, please? It's starting to get hot in here. Minus. Might need to be plugged in. All right. Cosecant squared is the red light on? Cosecant squared is 1 over y squared. There we go.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So these two things are going to be equal. Those are equal there. So since this is an identity, and I am verifying the identity, might be a little bit too high. Maybe like a 2. It is going to be loud. So. I know with mic's over there, but you know what? I can hear it from up here. So, all right, that's good. That's good too. That's good. Okay. Thank you. So, when I am verifying an identity, both sides, this is a true statement. It is correct. So you're not going to get something that's going to be not correct and it's not going to work out. It's always going to work out. So let's take a look at this. So now I have this and this. So the more complicated one would be my left side, isn't it? Say yes.
Yes.
Because I have fraction over fraction, right? Fraction over fraction. So I'm going to try to fix the fraction over fraction. Since I can't divide a fraction by fraction, I always have to multiply by the, say, reciprocal. Reciprocal. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So, when I do that, it's going to become y over x minus x over y times, what's the reciprocal of this yx over 1? 1 over yx, or 1 over xy would be the same thing, right? I like alphabetical order, that's why. Not x. Examine your zipper? Okay, good. Alright. So, is everyone okay with what I have here?
No.
Did I lose anyone? Did I lose anyone yet? Anyone have any questions? Because I'm expecting a lot at this point right now. So now, from here, I'm going to go through and actually do my distribution. When I do that, what's going to happen to my y's? Very good. The y's are going to be canceled, but there's an x there, and then there's an x there.
It becomes x squared.
That's x squared, right? X times x is x squared. But what's going to be left on top? 1, because I canceled, so it's 1 over x squared. Very good. Now, I'm going to do the same thing over here. What's going to happen to my x's? I have an x on top and an x on bottom. Those things cancel there, right? So I'm going to be left with minus 1 over y squared, right? You guys agree?
Yeah.
Hey, look. Does it work? Okay, all I have to do is make the left side equal the right side. Are we okay?
And that's all we have to do. Is that simple.
It's-
Once we get to that point, we don't have to reword
We have some other ones coming up that are a little bit more complicated, that you're going to have a left side, right side.
I know you're going to come up with this stuff in this homework problems that are going to throw me
No,
off
because your notes are always harder than all your homework questions.
No, they're not. But okay.
Not all the homework questions. There's got to be some
Pacho,
tricky
we
ones.
just went over the homework problems.
That thing was easy.
No. No.
And I just gave you the answers.
Permit.
Did you even copy it down?
Permit.
You didn't copy it down, did you?
I didn't.
Oh my
we
goodness.
Had 2 minutes
Now,
left
on
during
example 4. Okay? Example 4 says verifying identity working one side. So this is the last example I'm doing for today. So let's take a look right here. So now from right here, I'm going to have cosine is going to turn into just x. X by itself. I don't have to put it over 1, right? Because I'm not dealing with another fraction on top. Over 1 minus, because I said, equals. What am I going to put on top over here? 1 plus over x. All right, which one do you think is the more complicated one? Say the left. The left. The left has 2 things. Has a binomial in the denominator. Okay, and that's going to make this next math part a little bit easier. Okay, this is something that you guys actually did learn previous years of math. You might not have forgot about it because you smoked it away. Okay, so I'm going to refresh your memory a little bit of what to do here. To be able to get rid of this fraction like this in the denominator, okay, I'm going to change this up. I'm going to multiply by the value of 1, but my 1's going to look funny.
Is it going to look like y?
It's kind of. So it's times, since this, I'm going to put parentheses around this so I don't lose those together. Now, I'm going to multiply, it's called the conjugate. The conjugate means it's going to be the same thing but different signs. And it does something special whenever I do that. because it's going to come up being the difference of squares. I get the difference of squared out of this. So it's going to be the conjugate. So I said same thing, but change the sign. So what would the conjugate of 1 minus y be?
1 plus y.
1 plus y. So parentheses 1 plus y over 1 plus y. Now, 1 plus y over 1 plus y gives me what? 1. It's the same in top and bottom, isn't it? It's like saying 5 divided by 5, 20 divided by 12, x divided by x. I get 1. It just looks funny. But it looks funny because it's going to clean up. It's going to take care of a special thing that I need here. So we're going to go through and I'm going to distribute. Okay? I'm going to FOIL. I'm going to multiply two binomials together. So let's take a look. So on top, I'm going to leave it, I'm not going to distribute the top. So I'm just going to say x parentheses 1 plus y. Okay? I'm not distributing that. I did all this right here because I wanted to take care of the bottom.
The bottom's gonna cancel out.
Here, no.
It's going to be 1.
Watch this. So now let's go through and do my distribution, my FOIL, right? So first, 1 times 1 is?
1.
Okay. 1 times y, there's my outer, or 1 times negative y.
Negative y.
Now, y times 1,
Y.
so it's plus y, and positive y times negative y,
Y squared.
minus y squared. What's going to happen to these middle terms right here?
They're going to cancel out.
That goes to 0, right? That cancels. So now, since these go away,
Oh, that's this y squared.
yep, so it's going to be x, right? I'm rewriting it, times 1 plus y over 1 minus y squared, right? From yesterday's notes, from yesterday's things that we're talking about, we were able to use Pythagorean identities. Whenever I see 1 minus y squared, I could replace that with
Cosine.
x squared, right? Cosine squared. I'll show it to you again if you guys lost it. So it's going to be y squared plus x squared equals 1, right? That's the Pythagorean identity. That's Pythagorean identity. We started that back in the first one here. That's my Pythagorean identity. That's my a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? Where my radius of my circle is always 1. Okay, sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1. That's the Pythagorean identity. Now, I'm going to do a little math here. So I'm going to subtract y squared from both sides. Minus y squared minus y squared. So x squared is equal to 1 minus y squared. That's what I was trying to get at there. So from my Pythagorean identity, my x squared can replace when I see 1 minus y squared. Are we okay? So I'm going to erase this part right here, okay? Because I don't need it for what I'm doing. Oh, you still? Okay. All right, so let me okay, I'll just continue right here, okay? So now this is going to come out to be
1 plus x plus 1 plus 1 minus 1 over x squared.
right there, right? So I just replaced the denominator of 1 minus y squared with x squared, right? I replaced the denominator with just x squared. Now, do I have an x on top and an x on bottom?
Yep.
Yes I do, right? So what can I do with the x on top and the x on bottom?
Simplify and cancel one out.
I could cancel out one of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. So I'm going to cancel that. So cancel that one and cancel. So that's now going to be 1 plus y over x. Is that now this?
No, it's not.
Are we okay?
And that's the last example.
Sorry. So, questions before we're done?
I'm going.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the rest of the class to work on these problems. Don't forget, like, subscribe, notification.